Whoa! What's this? What is this? Of course, it's a new project. It's a almost completely disassembled Suzuki GS 550. 1978, guys. Yeah, there you go. Our new project, it's a Suzuki from 1978. You can see the retro chromed front wing and all these big brake discs specific for that era. We've got here some carburetors, engine cover. What do we got? A lot of gaskets in here. Yeah, you can see these beautiful pistons outside. We've got cylinders here, which were sent to a local shop that rectifies and repairs cylinders and engines mostly, because this third cylinder had quite a scratch inside, and let me show you why it had that scratch inside. So it's because, I don't know if you can see, but look, this piston is missing the clip for the bolt, so you can actually push the bolt out because the clip, the safety clip, is missing. Therefore, probably the safety clip is somewhere in the engine. This happened while the engine was running, and then there's that scratch that you can see there that was built in the cylinder wall and then transferred to the piston wall. The piston is not so damaged. You cannot feel any groove while moving your finger over this line, but the cylinder was pretty bad inside, so we sent it to a shop. They basically made the diameter bigger and they inserted a bushing, if I may call it like that, to get it back in the factory specs. So yes, this would be the start for our job. I may say the chain is new, the tires are new, so definitely it's a mid project, I would say. But I would say it's quite a nice bike to work on. It's a classic, and to be honest, I really like classics. Okay, but before we start cleaning everything and putting everything back together, I don't know if you see something, but something is missing from this image. It's quite in the center. Yep. So those stories with nuts and bolts lost in the engine are true. Seems they're true. So first mission will be to find this nut that is missing from here, which is inside the engine. So I will just try the simple method of taking a magnet and trying to fish for it. I assume it is going to be somewhere around here, so where the timing chain goes, or underneath this piston. This would be my first assumption. I will try with that magnet, and then I'll come back, and if that doesn't work, we will need to go underneath the engine, and maybe by removing this oil drain cover, we'll find our nut. So yeah, let's see. Right, so as I said, I'm taking a magnet. Just don't take the washer with you. Try to put it inside, work your way, and try to get underneath the chain. See if anything is getting onto you. See if anything is getting on the magnet. Unbelievable. Okay, this was way easier than I thought. I wasn't expecting to get it on the video. Jesus. Okay, that was simple. The owner said he would like to have this engine clean, and I am totally agreeing with him, because look at it, it's quite black, considering how beautiful this front wing looks like, and also how beautiful this side of the engine is. So yeah, we'll give it a clean and make this baby tidy, and also, of course, pistons and everything. I wouldn't let them so blacky. Before I actually start cleaning everything and try to put back together anything else, I actually thought better, and I would like to also check the oil, if there is any oil inside of this engine. Nothing to see here. There's not. We don't have an oil stick, so I will need to just open the. But as I can see here on the window, I think there is no oil in this engine. But anyways, we'll open the draining bolt underneath and see if there's any oil left, or if anything fails from this engine. Hopefully not. not too much. I'm thinking about taking down this oil pan as well down and see if it's, because there are like only a few screws here, like 4 bolts. They're also missing some. Yeah, let's see. It's a 10mm. Oil pan is off, and to be honest, nothing serious in here. I mean, things are looking really good. No signs of metal bits in the oil pan. I will show it to you right away. Transmission looks really good. No sign of worn teeth on the sprockets, so it's a good thing that we also gave at least a visual check from underneath here. Anyways, we knew that this engine has quite a few kilometers. 26,000 kilometers, that's not too much, so makes sense that the transmission looks quite good. There you go, no signs of dirtiness or too much dirtiness. Of course, the oil doesn't look new, but there are no bits of metal, which is super important. That means we can put this back together with the gasket and then start cleaning up those pistons and the engine block. Let's give a little clean to these bolts before we put them back together. So now that we've put back the pan, I need to search inside the boxes for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. They're the same size, so as soon as I get one, I should be able to find all the 6 together. Okay, now that we put also the oil drainage bolt back and torque it down to 35 Newton meters, we can clean this area a little bit and put back this cap here so that we can clean up the engine without no issues. With a plastic brush, give a real good clean here, and then we'll blow some compressed air. There's a little bit of corrosion on these metal things. Now they disappeared, so I'm satisfied. The cap gets a clean. I cannot one-handed. Right, so everything is clean. This area, we have our new sealing, our freshly cleaned cap. We need to find some bolts, I guess. So, I think I found them, because I have 2 matching sizes and 1 small. And if I take a look at this cap, we can see that this would be the small one, and then we need 2 longer ones. And yes, just crosses here, just crosses here, and if we take a look, it gets out the long one with the short one, gets out the same length. So this is a sign that these might be our bolts, but of course we'll clean them first. Remember, these don't need to be over tight, because we don't have any oil, any pressure behind this cap, so don't be a brutal goodie. Looks nice. This cap looks so nice, to be honest. Now we'll take every piston one by one down and take it to the table and give it a real good clean. I would like to have them exactly as their downside, so I'd like to have them silver on the top as well as they are on the bottom of their selves. We'll start with these 2 because they're up. You want to put rags here because you're going to take the clips out and you don't want them falling into your engine. We'll start by just taking this clip out, and I will put my finger here to cover it so this bastard doesn't jump inside our shop. There you go. Now we can press the bolt out and take the piston out. Help it from the other side with something. And there we are. Look for worn signs inside the rod. I would say it's not bad. It doesn't have any scratches or dents. Okay, so as I said earlier, this piston had this clip missing. Therefore, this thing was coming outside here and scratching the cylinder that we repaired already, and then the scratch from the cylinder scratched the piston. You can see a slight scratch here. It's nothing bad. We can use this piston. You don't feel it with your nail or something. But you can see that the cylinder scratch started to actually work on the piston as well. So it was the right time to redo this engine. Right, so now that we've cleaned all the pistons and took out all the piston rings, I will also take a look in the service manual of this motorcycle to see what should be the gap for each piston ring, and then tomorrow insert them in the cylinders one by one and measure them to see if they are still in spec. If not, we might need some new piston rings, but we'll see. So I'm pretty eager with this project. I think it started well. It was super easy to find the nut missing from inside the engine. We also checked the underneath, so we took down the oil pan. We checked what's there. We could see this way we could see the transmission sprockets, which were in perfect condition. And then we moved on and put back this cap with its new gasket. Then we took the pistons one by one and cleaned them really nice, and they look like new. And then we also checked the carburetor, and we made sure that we need a new kit for those babies. So thanks for watching. If you didn't subscribe yet to this channel, please do so, because many more projects like this will come. And if you don't do that, you don't support us, which is pretty nasty, because we like what we do, we love what we do, and this motivates us more. So do that. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and why not share it with your friends. Till next one, peace.